the Reverend sour mash whiskey. And it came to pass in those days that a man, even the Reverend Daniel Houston Cole, didst dwell upon a farm outside of Lynchburg, Tennessee. He was a man of the cloth, a minister of the Lutheran persuasion, and a maker of sour mash whiskey. Verily, he didst operate a general store with his kin, and didst keep a still nearby for the purpose of producing that fine spirit. And lo, in the year 1854, didst he befriend an orphan lad of tender years by the name of Jasper Newton Daniel, who didst come to work upon the Cole family farm. And in time didst Jasper labor at the Reverend Cole's general store. And it came to pass during the dark days of the Civil War that the Reverend didst introduce young Mr. Daniel to the art of distillation. He didst entrust the lad to the tutelage of Nathan Green, a slave whose service was hired by the Reverend to distill whiskey, and whom he didst praise as the best whiskey maker he had ever known. And it came to pass after the war and the abolition of slavery, that Nathan Green didst continue to distill at the Cole farm as a free man, and provided well for his family. And in time, Reverend Cole and young Mr. Daniel partnered up to form the Daniel and Cole Distillery No. 7, District 4. But in the year 1879, as the temperance movement didst begin to sweep throughout the land, the Reverend was faced with a serious decision. And lo, he didst choose between his ministry and the whiskey business, for his congregation didst favor temperance. And so it came to pass that he didst sell his stake in the distillery to Mr. Daniel, making him the sole owner thereof. And it came to pass that the Reverend didst depart from this earthly plane, having attained the age of 68 years, and his mortal remains were interred in Mulberry, county of Lincoln, state of Tennessee. And the Cole family didst move across the Appalachian Mountains to Hell's Half Acre, in the foothills of Wilkes County, North Carolina. And verily, they didst continue the family's whiskey-making tradition by distilling moonshine, and among their number was Willie Clay Cole, who didst become renowned as one of the greatest moonshiners in all of Wilkes County, the moonshine capital of the world. And to this very day, the Cole family doth distill quality spirits legally. Generations after Reverend Dan, who didst begin it all. This fine sour mash whiskey is a tribute to the memory and the legacy of all those who didst come before us. Enjoy this fine spirit responsibly.